Hey guys, Mechanic CG here and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 4. Today is episode number 123. If you guys are enjoying the content, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and feel free to hit that join button as it really does help support the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy. This episode was streamed live on YouTube. If you want to make sure to catch the streams, then be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you want to get cheap game keys for Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, then check out Eneba in the description down below. Alex is offended by farts. Anyways, we'll get started with... That's one hell of an intro for a recording session. We've got this, the Axela and Speed3 club. Started off with Suzuka, then Sebring, and then Tsukuba. I don't need Riz no more. I need the Riz. I've still got the Tiz though. The Tism. Not bad. Good start so far. I really like how this Mazda Speed3 actually drives. And how it looks as well. It's kind of surprising. I didn't expect Mazda to make alright looking cars, but... That was one hell of a thud. I tried to go to the outside. All I heard was boobs. Boobs. Sounds like P. Carey likes boobs. Bum, 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 bum. Way, P. Carey won! He's got the Fiesta Gymkhana 3. What else has he got? The Focus RS Gymkhana 9! Woohoo! P. Carey, you gotta change your car now. You've won. You can't be a little Toyota Prius your entire existence. When it stops winning, you'll change cars. Right, let's run another one. Hope that PK loses so he can change it from that stupid Toyota. I should probably focus on driving though. There we go. Down boy. No, this is not how this is gonna go down. I have not played Race Driver Grid yet. I have played... Well, the reason I haven't played Race Driver Grid is because of the fact that the game that I have is corrupted, and I've got a disc version of the game, and it's for PC as well, so it for some reason wouldn't work properly when I tried to run it off the Steam Deck. It probably is a compatibility issue, and obviously because it's an old game, it's not going to get updated. There is no way that you've won it again. That's absolute BS. Damn Toyota. But yeah, I have played Grid 2. Grid 2 runs really well. And Grid Autosport, right, is actually an amazing game. The only issue is the fact that it is just... The way that the game's formatted, it's just events. And it's very similar to 2019 and Grid Legends as well. Why people didn't enjoy it, because they're just events. And people are like, well, I don't want just events. But Forza Motorsport 4 is exactly the same, and we love that. So, Wipeout is an amazing racing game. I don't see why they won't make another one. Sony, get off your ass. Stop supporting Gran Turismo. Because let's be real, Gran Turismo 7 has flopped big time. It's not a great game. And we waited 8 years for that game. We waited 8 years. In fact, no. 9 years. We waited 9 years for Gran Turismo 7 to come out. The next installment in the series. Sport doesn't count. Sport is not a Gran Turismo game. It's a prologue game. It was a test. Sport was just a prologue. It was a test for Gran Turismo 7 to see how they could get the sport mode to work, because that's what they wanted. So it was entirely just a test. It was the same as all the other prologues. Yeah. For some reason at the moment, Sony aren't pushing their studios to make games as opposed to remakes. Gran Turismo, I get why they didn't push it, because Gran Turismo is a game that shouldn't be forced to release. However, they still released it, and it was awful. The progression model that they used for Gran Turismo 7, they said about, oh, it's going back to the roots of Gran Turismo 4. It's going to be very similar to Gran Turismo 4. And then they give us an entirely new progression model that is just so bad. I never ever want to see a progression model like... You can skip the entire progression model if you pay the money and just buy all the cars that you're required to get to progress. You can just skip progressing the game. It's a possibility. And it's stupid. It's a terrible progression model. And like some of the cafe menu things as well, right, which is part of progression. There's 39 of them, right? Which means at most each one had 3 cars to unlock that you needed to get. So that meant at most, in the whole of the game, was 117 races. Wait, no. Yeah. 117 races at most. To progress through the base game. Like the normal progression. 117 races at the most. Right? Which already seems like quite a low number. Until you then realise that... Okay, some of them are championships, so you get a couple of extra races for those. There's about 5 championships on those menus. Some of those menus didn't even include the races. So... Some of them were as simple as go buy a car. Okay, great. I bought a car. Well, now that menu was just used up for buying a car and not actual races and actual, you know, progression. So again, you're getting more and more into this game, and there's less and less races. I think in the whole cafe menu, there couldn't have been any more than about 60 races to complete. Which is diabolical. Like, it's got one of the worst progressions I've ever seen. The game may as well have been Sport 2. Honestly, Gran Turismo 7 is such a disappointment. But you look at other exclusives, like they got rid of MotorStorm. MotorStorm was one of the best racing games that Sony had. And to be fair, I put this as 50% blame on Evolution. They went, yes, let's make Drive Club. Drive Club was... I'm sorry. I've played so many racing games. Anyone that says Drive Club is the best racing game ever, your opinion's invalid and you shouldn't be playing racing games. Because it's not amazing. Like, yes, okay, maybe for its time it was good. But like, you could say that with any game. The issue, Drive Club doesn't have anything that is substantial that can... Played all 1 hour gameplay for GT7. That's crazy. There's literally nothing to it. It's unbelievable. I didn't press the home button. What you doing, you little bugger? Oh yeah, I'm still playing with a PS5 controller, which is kind of funny. Playing on an Xbox 360 with a PS5 controller. I think the thing that confuses me the most with Sony is the fact that there are so many... You go... MotorStorm got shut down and Drive Club replaced it. Drive Club got shut down because it was getting too close to replacing Gran Turismo. Which, in all honesty, I think Drive Club wouldn't have been able to compete with Gran Turismo. They would be two separate racing games. And it's... I think Drive Club could have benefited if they made an open world racing game very similar to Horizon. We could have had Drive Club as the direct competitor to Horizon. And I think that would have been great. I think that would have been amazing because they could have pulled that off very well. So Sony is the king of making terrible decisions, and so is Microsoft. Because they look at things and they look at numbers and money. And from a business standpoint, yeah, fair enough. But when you're the head of a gaming company, that doesn't fly. Like, the whole gaming industry has been run off of what people want to play and passion and whatnot. That's the entire gaming industry, and it's becoming about numbers. And you can tell it's becoming about numbers. Because you look at every single racing game that's come out, every single video game that's come out the past 3 years has been awful. Because it's not about passion anymore, it's about numbers and money. Which sucks. Because the way that you get more money and more numbers is by being passionate about your games and making good decisions. Just saying. But no, Sony is great for making poor decisions, because they shut down Evolution. MotorStorm was no longer being made, which I think if they made a MotorStorm game, but for current gen consoles, it would be one of the most beautiful and just phenomenal games ever. I mean, you look at Onrush. Onrush was actually quite fun. Even though it wasn't amazing, per se. But technically, Onrush was made by the MotorStorm developers, so... Because it was made by Codemasters Cheshire, which was basically the leftovers of Evolution. And obviously some of those developers made MotorStorm. It's a long story. But, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And obviously hindsight is a great thing, but... I think the one thing that Sony still has that they can make a fun racing game with is Wipeout. There are still people that play Wipeout Omega Collection. Obviously because, like, the PS Vita version doesn't work anymore and whatnot. But there are still people that play multiplayer on Wipeout Omega. There are still people that play Wipeout to this day. Because Wipeout is a great game. Challenging, yes. But it's fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment down below and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.